On today's episode, we do an unboxing of my Guytron comic, Violent Bird. And what's good in your hood, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Diverse Comics and Pop. And I'm your host, Raymond Leonard. Now, I did a video of this, y'all, this week, but I looked at the video footage and it was just too messed up. I had to delete it. It just wasn't right. It wasn't the right presentation reviewing my Guytron comic book, Violent Bird. So I had to delete that video because it just wasn't, that wasn't quality. That wasn't me. That wasn't me, Raymond Leonard. It was just too messed up, too many bloopers, too much stuttering. Oh man, it was just, I had to give it some justice, man. So this is my Guytron book, Violent Bird. All right. Before we get into it, y'all already know I need y'all to click on that like, thumbs up button, and if you new, subscribe. All right, subscribe and like. But everything else, make some comments, y'all, because the comments and them likes that help us get through the algorithm of this crazy universe on YouTube. All right, please. Like it, comment, and subscribe. All right, we can do those three things, and we can get through this algorithm, y'all. All right, so if you don't know, we just hit 4,000 followers. We're at what, 4,050 right now. Holy smoke! I just want to say thank y'all so much, man. Thank you. Without this, y'all, I don't know, man. I just don't know what I'd be doing, man. But this is totally a blessing for me, for you guys to even get us at 4K. Wow. We are working on 5K now. We're going to get to that 10K. That's the ultimate goal, to get to 10K followers. And I'm going to get there. We're going to get there together. Just continue watching the videos. Please watch my videos and like them also, and watch the shorts together. That makes a whole difference, all right? Okay, so we're about to get into this today's episode also. Hope you guys, just to know, in order to get this Violent Bird book, press on that in the description. Click on that link. It takes you straight there. You put your pre-order in for the Violent Bird. Also, it has Guytron on there. Both Guytron series, all three issues of the Homecoming series and the First Encounter, all right? Also, you get Agent Solo on there also, okay? And Agent Solo action figure along with an exclusive Guytron action figure. Everything's on there, and also it's add-ons if you want everything, all right? So they're all on there. Just click on that link in the description, okay? So let's get on to it. Let's get to it now. I did enough of that talking, all right? Okay, this is my book, Violent Bird. This is book 1. Now, as you can see, I did this cover. I also did a variant cover. As you can see, that's coming up right now. I did the variant cover. I also had Ron Fres, the legend Ron Fres, do a variant cover. As you can see, this is his variant cover. And I have a buddy, Mark May. He did his. Okay, and I did another variant cover, which is right there. That's another variant cover. That's the variant cover I did. All right, so, whoo, and this is cover 8. I did this book back during the pandemic, and it was supposed to be Antarctic Press, but the person they had over at the time, he was just shuffling me around, man. His name was Brian Denham. He was just shuffling me around. And wanted to change the word, change the name of my character and everything else. I said, no. We're not finna do that. We're not finna change anything. There's nothing wrong with this character. Nothing, and I'm not finna change it. So it was just creative differences, and I wasn't going. And plus the string along, it was just too much, and I just like, no, I'll just crowdfund her myself and get it out there to people's hands the way I want it, so. And they were successfully crowdfunded within 2 business days. Okay, and the reason I put it back on the Guytron campaign, because there's a lot of people who didn't get the book, so it's like second chance. All right. So we're gonna open it up. I want to make sure I got this, because last time I did this video, it was chopped off from here, and I did not know because I wasn't looking at the the camera, and I'm making sure it's all on there this time. Okay, we're good. So as you can see, the credits was did by me. I did the lettering and I did the graphic in the background. As you can see, the credit writer and pencil inks, me, Raymond Leonard. Now I had 3 colorists. And I had Wes Hartman, which is a hell of a artist, colorist. Wes Hartman is great, man. I love Wes. He did pages 1 through 8. Then I had another good colorist, Raphael Kazim. He did 9 through 19. Now, I really had Raphael to be on board the whole entire book, but he had got real sick, and he just couldn't do it. So I had to get Ernest to come on in and finish up the pages from 20 to 28. Then I had legendary letterer Kurt Hathaway. Kurt Hathaway has did so many books for Marvel, DC, and also known for the huge Image Comics explosion. He was on Rod Lightfield's roster as letterer. And I picked him up, and Kurt been lettering all my books. He lettered the Age of Solo books, and he lettered this. Now, the variant covers, as you can see, like I just mentioned, Ron Frez and Mark May. You know, Ron Frez, it was amazing how when he hit me up, he hit me in a DM. He was like, man, I love your creations. I just want to do a cover for you. And he did. He surprised me, man. I was shocked. I was so shocked. But yeah, this is the credits. I did all the credits, right? I did that due to my graphic design background I had in graphic designing and stuff. I went on to put my talents to use, make my own book. As you see, I did this is the splash page of Violent Bird. She's in the city of Chicago, you know, and it's picking up in her radar, and her mask has got like a radar detector. It's picking up some danger, you know what I'm saying? So she in the city. And man, I enjoyed drawing this scene right here. And Wes, oh my God, Wes delivered, man, when he colored it, man. I was like, wow, Wes, she just made me look 10 times better. And as you see, he put the moon back there. Oh man, I really did enjoy drawing this scene right here, the splash page of Violent Bird. And the scene takes place in Chinatown, Chicago. And as you can see, it's a girl. She's in trouble. She's an 18-year-old. And what it was, she was just a college student. Decided to take a trip to the gas station, but ended up turning into a nightmare. You know, car broke down and stuff. It just all went bad. And next you know, she's getting hunted and getting chased down by a sex trafficker, which is this guy. He like a SMS type of guy. I gave him type of style, but he's really a sex trafficker that kidnapped young girls and stuff. And you know, a night like this in Chicago was very dangerous. And as you can see, I like how Wes did the colors with the reddish background with the moon. Wes did all that. I mean, he hooked it up. I told him, man, go crazy with it. He went crazy with it, y'all. I mean, I was surprised when he did that. I was like, wow, Wes, wow. Oh man, yep, I did this, but this is my artwork, and I enjoyed this part. I enjoyed doing the scene. As you see, the AMS guy, his name is Taz. You know, he telling her, hey, come here, baby. I got you, beauty. He's snatching her up. As you see, she's screaming for help. He's screaming. So he puts her over her shoulder because he's kind of tall. He's a real tall guy. And the Violent Bird tell him, yo, let her go. And he's like, what the hell is you? He's like, you'll know my name when it's time. He's like, no, enough of that. He threw the girl. As you see the scene right here, he throws her. He tries to hit Violent Bird. She blocks him. He tries to run out there, and she swipes him, pow, back of the head with a karate chop. You know, he's like, ooh, you a feisty little bird. So he grabs out a real big type blade type of knife. All this was just in my head when I made this book, when I created it. All it was just in my head. Like, seriously, y'all, it was just something in my head. I had to just get out of my mind. I had to do this book. I really had to. It's glossy paper. So when you buy this book, it's glossy paper. So I mean, you know it's glossy. As you can see, he swings at her with the big butcher knife he has. She ducks, sweep kick him, boom, pow, hit him in the face. He dizzy. The young girl trying to get away. He's creeping away. She steps in some spick of water. He hears it, turns around. She's trying to run. Couldn't get away. So he grabs her by the neck, by the hair, with the knife towards her face. And Vandenberg, like, what do you want? You know, he like, get on your knees now, you know. And he thinks he's in control by telling her what to do. Only if he knows she got these two sharp blades. So the girl is very terrified, but she becomes brave, bites him on the hand with or the knife, and he drops the knife as he drops her. And boom, that's when Vandenberg strikes. Hits him in the eye and the throat with the blades. You know, this all came from my mind, y'all. I mean, like, seriously, when I made this, you know, it was like a movie in my head, and I was just drawing it, like, yeah, you know. But I mean, each panel flow, you know, so I could tell without you actually reading this, you can just tell what's going on without even reading it. Okay, so, all right, so as you can see, Taz is dead, knife right there, bottle of trash and all that stuff. The girl runs to Vandenberg, thanking her. She's crying in tears. And, you know, she's letting her look at, I'm someone who cares. Then the guys that Taz is with, they end up pulling up. But he sees him. He sees Vandenberg. He jumps back in the car and scrids off. They jump back in the van, speed off. Vandenberg knows something wasn't right with that. But the girl, she's all happy about it. So then we fast forward into the news. Now, if you notice where I got this from, that means you're a comic book fan like me. I got this from like Todd McFarlane, Spawn, when he had them news broadcasters talking and stuff. So I'm from Chicago. So what I did was I did the Chicago very own channel, WGN Channel 9. I did Fox 32 Chicago. CNN is not from Chicago, but I did them anyway for the fun of it. And I put Rado Rivera in there, as you can see. And you know, they're just talking about a lot of events going on, but I don't want to give nothing away in the story, but I'm just going to give you a little tips and hips there. So I wanted to make sure I kept everything intact about the story. I didn't want anything to be off. So it's really leading up to about Vandenberg being a vigilante, because that's what she is, and that's what they label her in the city. And it's talking about how, you know, they're trying to just figure out who's doing all these killings, who's killing all these bad people and stuff in the city and stuff. And plus they're talking about a mayor campaign party and all this stuff that's going on in the city, because, you know, it's a big event and all that. So they're talking about that, but they're also talking about how Vandenberg is becoming she's just she's not considered the city hero. She's a vigilante. She needs to be stopped. She's making us look bad and blah, blah, blah. You know how that goes and stuff. So I just wanted to when you read it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I just enjoy drawing that, man. I enjoy drawing different looking faces, shapes. Okay. And, I'm going to go to the next one. So this is the Chicago City Police Department precinct. As you can see, match lighting up, and that's the detective, that's the boss, the chief in command, and he's pissed. As you can see, the smoke's flaring up in his face. I just wanted to tell like much graphic. I want to get as much graphic I could out of this book when I made it. And he's going over all these dead photos of all these dead vigilantes that's coming up dead in the city, and then he's telling them, the two detectives right there, they're like a special team unit that crack down on high class profile criminals and stuff. So he's telling them like, no, the city's on my ass, and y'all gotta do something about this because it's making me look bad and this is getting crazy. You know, and he's telling them, look, you got certain days to crack this case and all this stuff, you know, so he's chewing them out. So this is, like I said, this is detective. These are two, like, you know how Sam and Twitch is? So this is like my Sam and Twitch. Detective, I should say her name. Detective Deja Harris and Detective Bernardo Torres. That's their name. And that's the Commissioner Grady Booker. And, you know, they walking away and stuff, discussing, like, how in the hell we going to crack this? This is getting out of hand. You know, and it's just, they walking away trying to figure out what the hell, how they going to do this, solve this case, and who whacking off these killers and stuff. So, this is a flashback scene of Guytron going on. I had wrote this to Ernest in a note that this is going to be a gray, like a flashback scene, so make it gray. And that's Valenberg when she's a little kid, when she was a teenage girl. She's witnessed her parents getting murdered. You know, I wanted to make that into some type of symbolism as two caps of bullets being shot, you know, and it's shattered, and you see the parents getting shot in the head, because they were high-profile lawyers like Johnny Cochran. They was very high-profile, and they was bringing down these criminals, man. I'm talking about they was the baddest lawyer prosecutors in Chicago, and the criminals, they knew it, and I'm talking about they had a whole big sheet of people that was involved in the mafia and everything, including politicians. They finna bring them all down. So what happens when two lawyers, firm that got prosecutors who got big old rap shit on people who's involved in this big mafia, this big sting going on? What's gonna happen? They're gonna have them whacked off. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna be no everybody just going to court. No, they're gonna make sure they gotta get killed. And so, yeah, they send them out to get killed. She witnessed her sister getting kidnapped by the shadow figure. And she also noticed about the man with the beard. And she sees her sister walking away, getting kidnapped. And they walking away with her sister. All she could do was just stay in tears, hidden behind his door, stand in tears as she's crying, but actually reaching out to her sister, but there's nothing she can do. She's a kid, and she was afraid, and it was just, you know, and after that, she didn't see her sister anymore. Actually, you know, when you're seeing somebody get married and stuff, that means that's trauma and PTSD. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be the same no more witnessing all that as a kid. It's gonna mess your head up. So she suffers from PTSD from seeing all this. All right. So yeah, this was a background scene. Okay, now this is downtown Chicago. This is the building of her firm, her lawyer firm. And she wakes up out the dream she was having. You know, then the secretary comes, what's going on, Siobhan Gerald? Miss Gerald? She's like, nothing. I just had another bad dream. But like I said, she suffered from a lot of PTSD and trauma. So she's thinking about her past. And as you can see, she's picking up the family picture of her sister, and her mother and her father. You know. But she keeps going, you know what I'm saying? Because she don't want to let go of what happened to them. So the older she got, grew up to be this vigilante that didn't stop, finding who killed her parents. So she has this hidden lair that's within her building. As you can see, it's called the Bird Nest. She presses a little button behind these bookshelves. This open up. She also has a computer that's go by Leonard, which is my last name, Leonard. And it's like a big data computer, smart computer, like an AI smart computer that helps her like answer her and everything she needs to do. All right, you're going to see that in the next page. I'm going to try not to give y'all a lot. I don't want to spoil it for y'all. I just want y'all to read the book and y'all can see what's going on. I'm going to show a few more pages. But after that, I don't want to show anything else because I want y'all to like really enjoy it. But I'm just showing y'all what y'all will get from. I'm a creator. I'm an indie creator, and this is from my hands and my creation from my hands and my mind. So I want to know y'all not getting no bullshit. Y'all not getting no rinky-dink type of indie comic. Y'all getting real quality. This is some great quality here for you to get that's worth your money to read and to back. All right. So as you can see, this is the Bird Nest. This oversees everything in the city that goes on. And before she can even get in the Bird Nest, it checks her eyes to see is it her for identification. So, Raphael Kazim, he hooked all this up, man. He did an outstanding job with the colors and stuff. And I wanted to give her like a sexy pose back shot of her. As you can see, I wanted to make her sexy as possible because she is a woman, but I wanted to make her look very sexy. All right, and then she's on this bird nest computer looking up that van that was behind her. Like I told you, she got, because this bird nest, it captures everything, and she got a picture of it with the license plates, and it identifies as the Windy City Auto Parts, and this guy is the owner, which is, he's using it to cover up as he's doing his drug deals and whatnot. So she gets the info, boom. Violent Bird finna pay him a visit, and I wanted to give like that half drawn her and Violent Bird mask and half of her face. I just wanted to do something very creative. That what came out of my creative mind was to do that. Make sure this everything y'all can see this, because I remember last time I did this and I was not happy how the footage came out. Okay, so as you can see, got the she into the warehouse. You can see Violent Bird sneaking in through that back door there. You see the guards and stuff, and there's a drug deal going on. They're about to shipping some drugs out to different cities and stuff. He got a list, and she's behind these crate barrels which got drugs in it. And she's surprised him, jumps from behind it off the truck. They look up, he got his Glock out. He's surprised. Oh man, I just wanted something action, man. I want this to be the most funnest book ever, y'all. And I can't wait for y'all to read this, man. I enjoy writing this and drawing it. As you see, she going into action, boom, kicks him, throws the bird spirit through his throat. He's bleeding, they both drop dead, and the bodyguard guys turn around because they hear the noise, the commotion, shooting, boom, 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 boom. They don't see nothing. The mist and smoke appears. They're like, did you get him? Keep looking. We're going to smoke her. And of course, Black Birds go, psst. There's a ladies' room on this floor. What? Kick. He tries to swing her with the gun. She cracks his neck. Oh, man. Hey, I hope you guys, I just really love this. I'm going to show you some more. I'm going to show you some more stuff. And as you can see, she's running to the next exit of the building. Here comes some more bodyguards coming out. Guy with a Slayer shirt on. He slices his ear off. Guy tried to punch her. He punched her in the she punched him in the throat. I don't have no explanation for what happened right here. This black line right here. I think it was an error or something, but it happens in comic books all the time. As he goes to bodyguard by that door, she telling him, I think you better move. Move. You gotta be kidding. I ain't moving nowhere. He laughs at her face. Boom, she kicked him through the door. He gets up. The guy who's the boss, who she's trying to get to, he's telling her, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. He don't know that Violent Bird's behind him, so the boss, he already scary, so he blasting. And he getting them bullets. Pop, 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 pop. Blam, 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 you know. As you can see, he like, because she's a lawyer. Remember, she's a lawyer. She tells him, well, you just committed first-degree manslaughter, Joe. And he's like, who the hell are you? What's your beef with me? You know, and I don't want to spoil anything. Like I said, I always wanted to get credit with these panels and stuff. And as you can see, he's trying to shoot her, but he has no bullets, you know. And I'll show you guys one more page. And of course, we see in this big downtown Chicago building, there's a guy at the desk. Man comes in with warning. They know he got footage on his phone, and it's Violent Bird. Remember, it's a guy with the beard I showed you from the beginning of the page. He sees it. I don't want to show you everything else. That's kind of it. Oh yeah, you're gonna see this ad in here. You'll see this ad in here of Agent Solo issue 4, which I'm currently working on. This is the Raw Life Field homage of the Brigade cover. It was supposed to come out in 2023, but had to push it back because it's going to be a lot of pages in this one, y'all. I cannot wait for y'all to get this. It's coming out in 2024, okay? Just letting y'all know. And these are people who printed this book, Ready Comics. Great people. They have a great service, y'all. You need to check them out, man. They print this book, and it's great quality. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much. We done hit 4K. I gotta say thank you again. Also, guys, click on that link in the description. Get your copy of this Violent Bird book. Get Guytron first encounter along with the Homecoming series. get Agent Solo, and also it's the Raw Liefeld. I forgot to say the Raw Liefeld exclusive variant cover for book 2 is on there. You get it in a foil chrome cover. Yep, you see it? That's the Raw Liefeld cover. You can get it. Okay, that's enough. But yeah, make sure you guys back it. Help us find the book. If you can't help, if you can't contribute, hey, sharing is the best thing ever. Also, a small little donation, even if it's $1, that helps everything, man. Thank you so much.